Nate Fu coming in here. Oh my goodness. Look at all that love. And I'm just sitting here reorganizing my paint and everything. I'm not even paying attention to y'all. Raven, how we doing? Such amazing, lovely people in the chat this afternoon. Yeah, yeah. Let me fix the camera a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Now it's straight-ish. Thank you. Thank you. I try my best. Try my best. My work area is starting to get a little messy. What's up, Nate? How you doing? How you feeling? How was your Tuesday? I got done with work a little early. I wanted to make a real effort and put a best foot forward this week, going in through this whole weekend with uh, bringing attention and doing all we can for the game to give. So I'm going to post a link here and then I'm going to pin it right in the top. And there's one other thing I forgot to do for the painting. And this is on me. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I'm so new. I'm so new at this. There we go. Now I'm less new. But I did jack it all up. With 1900. Sound about right? Close. I think it's 1080. Bingo. Bingo. Awesome. Just living, back to work after him. Good for you, man. How's work going? How's everything feeling? Doing good, Raven. Doing real good. I did cover up the scroll. You know, there's only so much that I can have up there. Let me see if I can get something. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna there. We can lower it a little bit and then have it come from behind the camera. You never know. Legendary Baking, how we doing? I do have all that space at the bottom. And you know what? I should utilize that. There. I'll put it down there. Groovy? Look at it. Look, all the great minds think alike. You know? Y'all should get together sometime because it's amazing what y'all can do when you put your minds to it and you all come together. Just like everybody's coming together for the Game to Give campaign this month, which is really fantastic to see. I've been so impressed and excited to see the immense support. Yeah, Bill Withers, man. This is that Good Tunes right here. I got my tea. I got my tea ready to go for painting. And if you don't know, this is D&T Underdark Toe. Undertow and Dark. It's really good. It's like their take of an Earl Grey. And it is like 7 degrees outside right now. So this is hitting the spot. Fantastic. I dig that. So there's a couple different things that we can do. So I've been trying all weekend. I've been printing a few different things. So I have a few different things that we can paint. Okay, for this. One, I have. I don't think it's exactly 62. Yeah, you're bumming it out there. You must have a sweater on. I don't think this is exactly Renegades, but I'm going to plan on painting this. Yeah, there's the real temp right there. Yeah. So, wait, 0 Celsius is 34 degrees. So we're like right around the same, aren't we? What is. Now I'm curious. It is negative 13.8. Okay, negative 14. So, it's a little bit. You know what? I'm not factoring the wind chill. So if we put the wind chill in there, we might be around the same neck of the woods. I mean, you're in Toronto area, right? And I mean, I'm in central New York. We're only a 4-hour difference. So, brother, brother from up north. So I was thinking about one thing we could do. We could paint this guy in the Darth or Dredgen Bale. Dredgen Bale, do all the red, the silver mask, and everything. Do the non lightsabers. So that's one option. Another option, and I've wanted to do this. I made a servitor. I've never painted a servitor. I'm dying to paint one, and then like put battle damage on it, like it's been through 100 strikes and stuff. So we have a servitor. We have our Dredgen. Another thing, and I printed this, and Becca, how is the weather near you? So another thing we have, we have our servitor. We have Dredgen here. Maybe. This one I printed, and it took me about a day to put it together, and it is like the most fragile dang thing ever. I printed and assembled a tank. So I primed it. It's all ready to go. This was like the most painstaking thing to put together. It came together in like all these little nubs are all individual pieces. So trying to get it off the bed, off the bases and everything. And I did not bother sanding it just because, honestly, this is like the first thing everybody goes after in a strike when they show up. And they usually get brutally beat up. So I'm going to use that to my advantage and use those spots for like battle damage. So we have a tank. And the last thing that I have that I've already been working on to try and get progress on, because it's going to take a while to do. So does everybody remember when Forsaken came out, the bronze statues of Cayde Six? You know, he's sitting with the Ace of Spades out, all that. So I have one. I went down. It's been packed away because if I had, good morning, Red. How we doing? Yeah. Look at all that love. All that love. I absolutely, thank you so much. So we have the servitor. We have a Dredgen Bale. We have a tank. And then the Cayde Six. I've already started working on it. I had one from Forsaken. It's been sitting in a tote in the basement. Makes me feel terrible that it's been sitting there. But I don't have room for absolutely everything. So what I did, I wanted to do something neat with it. I wanted to paint it. So I ended up taking it. I sanded it a little bit and I primed it. And what I'm trying to do is bring the statue to life. So I already started working on it a little bit, starting to get like kind of the base layers, getting the basing down and everything, getting the blacks down, the browns areas. I got his socks. I still have to put wear and everything. And these, it's just a white base that I'm going to do the yellow over, and then it's going to be the metallic damage to it. So what do we want to work on? Do we want to work on the Cayde Six statue? And I forgot one thing that's very important. His cape. I'm going to have to hand do all of the marks on Cayde's cape, which is going to be not my repertoire, but we're going to try it, for games to give. So do we want to do Dredgen, Servitor, Tank, Cayde Six? Or there's another option. I have a ton of Warhammer models. So what I was thinking, another thing we could do. We can do tank. All right. Another option, and I just thought of this. I could do the tank, or I could do a Warhammer Space Marine, but do a randomizer, and pick just a random shader from Destiny 2 and paint this guy in that shader and do all the trim and everything in that D2 shader. And I'll put it right on the screen and everything so people could see it. Or we could do the tank in a shader. That would be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Interesting. So we have options. And you know what? I really want to paint and I really want to hang out with everybody. All right. So we got one. Nate is all for the tank. So we're going to do the tank. And then I'll come back and do my servitor. I was almost thinking for this guy, I'll do the battle damage on it and everything. I'll paint it up nice, age it, make it all beat up a little bit. And then I'm going to sink it in epoxy and make like a little thing with it. But, another day. It even came with like a little stand with a Destiny symbol on it, the tricorn. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Enough, Joe. Move on. All right. So we're going to do a tank. So, as long as my camera stays focused. All right. So what we're going to do, I am going to use the power of Google. So we're going to look up all right, so I got some pictures. All right, this kind of. So actually, let me go back to this. I am noticing something. I'm noticing something. With Cade 6, I've been looking for references and stuff all over the internet, and I've come to one conclusion. There is like several different styles for Cade 6. It's not just one. There's like 4 or 5 different styles because some of them have on the side here, this sleeve is like chainmail. Some of them it's just black. Some of them have orange shin and knee guards, or thigh guard, I guess you would say. There's orange, and then there's yellow. There's some that have red lining on his arms and some bands. And like there's subtle little things and differences. Some of them his chaps he's wearing, like he is wearing chaps. Some are black, some are like a really, really dark, like green. Surprisingly, it's quite strange to see. So I've been working with just one and just going off that. Do a servitor in translucent and light it purple. What do you mean, like translucent resin? Yeah, I mean, I have a ton of resin dye, and I'm not gonna lie, that is some of the messiest stuff you will ever work with. It goes everywhere. It's like cornstarch. Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna build kind of a diorama for it. I got a lot of like excess foliage and stuff like that, so I was gonna utilize that and build like a base, like a wooden like woods base, um, and then put the servitor in there. Like I could even do like a cast of like a waterfall and make that like translucent because we do have translucent filament. I could probably just pour the resin. My beard's getting a little curl because I was looking down half the day. Um, there's a lot we can do, but we're gonna do a tank right now. So let's find a reference that we can go off of. Do we want like beginning of D2? A fallen walker? Do we want kind of what we see now with like the tans and stuff? Um, yeah, we're gonna go off this guy. All right, I found it. Yeah, it's gonna be like a classic one. It's gonna be a classic Fallen Walker. If I can find the picture, because now I saved it. Now I just got to find where the heck it's saved to. Oh, found it. Oh my god, I did not want that. Okay, where'd it go? All right, now I lost it. Did I completely delete it? I did. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. 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 All right, there we go. Hey, Pick. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing? All right, so now we're gonna match. Okay, so what we're doing on this one is I'm gonna put it on the screen. That way you can kind of help me pick colors, if that makes sense. So I want you to help with this. You know, y'all are so awesome, so supportive. I'm so proud of everybody's campaigns and everything. It's been absolutely stellar watching. So this is the Fallen Walker that I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to shrink this down. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Right there. All right, there's our reference. That's what we're going to go with. So we got like a lighter tan. Might actually come out just a little bit lighter. Kind of like this drab brown. And then we can lighten it. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this would work. Because I printed these little skulls that I can see. That kind of is pretty close to that tan. So let's give it a shot. See if we can do speed paints on this. We're going to test it. We're just going to do a little test area. We're going to see how it goes. All right, where's my brush? I have a special brush for this. Nope. You are off the island. Bingo. Nope, that's not it either. Where's my brush? Right there. It's starting to get beat up. I gotta clean my brush. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna do that, and then I need some speed paint medium. We're gonna use just a touch of speed paint medium on this. Just a drop. Maybe, if it can go. So after I moved everything, it seemed like the paint all like got stuck. Boom, there. Little speed paint medium. Always try and dilute your paints a little bit. Don't go straight from the bottle. That really helps things with blending. Yeah, that's good. And I love these. This is just a little silicone like mixer brush. I freaking love it. I got like 3 of them. Don't need 3 of them. They just come in a 3-pack. Okay. So let's start on the top. We'll do a test up here. We'll see how this comes out. Speed paint is pretty neat, especially if you're, going over something really kind of quickly. And it's already got that like kind of a wraith bone color to it. So we don't really need to add too much if we're doing the lighter tones. Now, when I was going to and from work today, I went to work at like 4:30 in the morning, and it was bitterly cold. It's bitterly cold when you go to work before the sun comes up in the middle of winter. Um, it's awful. But I always feel so terrible if I drive by and there's like a disabled vehicle. Yo, Nate Fu, $50. Thank you so much for the donation. Chat, can we get a little hype for Nate? Holy smokes. That is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, I'll do it. Hold my beer. There we go. And that puts us just over our halfway point for our Game to Give campaign, which is awesome. Thank you so much, Nate, for the support and everything. And also take advantage, BPIC, thank you for the sub. Take advantage of the incentives that we have activated from the Bungie Foundation for the cool emblems and the ships and stuff like that. Definitely take advantage of that. That is epic. Epic. Thank you so much. Kick starting us today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, redeem those emblems. Unfortunately, we don't have any emblems to do giveaways. I was talking to another ambassador earlier. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna paint today. But the unfortunate thing is, it's I don't have emblems to give away, and it's kind of hard to do incentives when you're doing a painting stream. Like when you're doing gaming, I can set up incentives for that like real easy. Like jump off the board, go to orbit, you know, take a shot of Jägermeister. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier. Put a sticker on my face or a bell in my beard. Take a pie to the face. But when you're painting a painting stream, it's very hands on and just very difficult to set up incentives. So I don't have any emblems, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be doing. I might have one. You know what? I probably do. So here's the funny thing. I had an email compromised. It was a personal one. I've had it since I was in like high school. It was a Hotmail. So if you think back to how old like Hotmail, that's like MySpace type timelines. And it got compromised and everything. I wasn't too sad about it. Like, whatever. Well, what I didn't realize was that email was attached to my Bungie store account. Like, so when I got the emblems and stuff, it all went to that email and I cannot access it. So it's like, ooh, yeah, I probably should have paid attention to that. That's pretty close to that color, if you ask me. Pretty close. Oh, I still have another Hotmail. I got like 3 Hotmails. And it's funny too because sometimes I'll be in an office and they're like, "What's your email?" And I'm not going to give them my GMH email and get spammed. So it's like I tell them my Hotmail and they're like, "Still rocking the Hotmail?" I'm like, absolutely. So for a test, this seems to be about the color we want. So that's pretty close. And then we're going to do red on the front face. And then we'll do the metallics and everything like that on there. So yeah, we're going to keep going with this. We're going to keep going with it. Because I don't think I have this in a non-speed paint. Ooh, the cool thing is, I also have one of these too. For the same one. I just realized it. It's the pens. We could use a pen. Check. Ugh. Making me work, V. Ooh. Aww. Stop. Well, BPIC just came in and just put just warmed my heart right here. He didn't just give us an emblem to give away. He gave us one of the Love is the Mind Saver emblems. And if you don't remember what that is, chat, that is the emblem that the Bungie put out for Stress Awareness Month and to support us at Guardians Mental Health and all we do. So we will do a giveaway. That's awesome. So let me set that up real quick. And we're gonna go until about 3 o'clock today. So at like 3 o'clock, we'll run a giveaway, and when that's over, whether you're in chat or not, I will come and I'll notify you. Let's do Mind Saver. I think that would be grand. So, Shafus. So go ahead and enter !Mind Saver to enter to win to be entered the giveaway to win a Love is the Mind Saver emblem. And that is, do I have one here? I might. I do. Bazinga. That doesn't work that way. If I click on it and open it up, it just opens it up on my screen. Okay. Technical difficulties. Right there. Damn. Look at that. I love it. We're going to put it right down here. Beautiful. Hello, Duke. How are you? My office dog has shown up. Hello, puppers. Hello. You going to come up? Come on. Yes. Oh, the big puppy. So mommy is not home. So daddy is in the office. So he's got to come in the office. And there's Dingo. Huh, the puppers. Huh. He's a good boy. Are you a good boy? You are. You're just nervous because Dingo's down below you. Everybody, please give a shout out to BPick as well in chat for donating an emblem to us for this, because that is absolutely epic. And just because it's that one too, that is so cool. I do have everybody's shirts from our last event. Was just picked up by the mailman. So I was looking for my paintbrush. So those are all in the mail, heading to everybody, and I'm real excited to see everybody get them. But it's a wonderful thing. And I love the fact Shafus put out an awesome campaign. We're all about making an impact, especially together. And Shafus put out a really neat kind of incentive to kind of like pay it forward. Do something nice for others type deal. And just either make a video or a post or something about it. Help the neighbor, carry in the groceries. Help somebody through a dungeon or a raid, a new guardian. Do something positive, to bring some more love into the world. And he is putting up a new hoodie. It's a GMH backed hoodie that is absolutely stellar, and I am going to actually get one for myself because I love the caption on the back. And it's a very positive thing. It's almost if like companies like Till Valhalla and stuff like that, it's got a very positive forward message on the back. And when I'm done painting the barrel of this tank, we will take a look at it. It is very cool. I wonder if I could do a wash on this too. I'm trying to make it not look so like uniformed, because the Fallen are savage, are incredible fighters and everything, but they're not exactly like artists. You know what I mean? More graffiti style and rough. Oh, thank you very much. Which? How we doing? Da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. Here it is. Wait, no. Too many pictures. It came out weird. Okay, save. So on the front of it, it has just a like a GMH emblem. Shafis has got one with his logo on it, but it's got a GMH logo on it, and then it's got um, the Mental Collab on the sleeves, and this is what's on the back. You know, to the person behind me, you're doing great, and I'm glad you are here. The person in front of you, I love that. I think that is very positive, and somebody who reads that could be uplifted from it. So I think that is a great initiative and everything. I'm a zip hoodie guy, so I'm all for the zip hoodies. But I'm gonna rock this out because I'm gonna wear this at conventions. So when I'm going between meetings and everything, and people who are obviously stuck behind me because I'm a mountain of a man, they'll be able to read this, and I think it's very cool. So any ambassadors and anybody who sees it out there, please take advantage of it and grab it. It'll you will be sweating your face off if you wear that GCX. Uh, GCX is at the end of July in Orlando, Florida. So I will not fault you if you are not wearing it because like as soon as I get off the plane, like I take my hoodie off because usually when I fly down, I have to have like a flannel or something on, uh, and then when you get off the plane in Florida, it's like, okay, all right, all the layers are now coming off. Right now, we're just doing a base layer. We're just going across the entire guy, and we're gonna see how it looks. Speed paint is a little bit. It's a thinner mix. It's already like thinned down and everything, so it is really easy to work with, but it's also really easy to mess up with. I found out, but we're going for to try and match the picture of the fallen walker on the screen. So I think this is a pretty close with the tones and everything. And we could always do more layers on top of it. And then I'm real excited to do like battle damage at the end. Like I love that stuff. Like I think that's the fun stuff when we're like, okay, so this has been through, 500 strikes in the last hour. Like what would you look like type damage? Yeah, very very similar to that product lines. I was really afraid to sand this because I used a regular filament to print it and assemble it, and after I took it off the printer, I was like, ooh, this is really like there were several times when I almost just scrapped the entire thing. So it's like, okay, we're gonna give it a good attempt to try and salvage it, and it did make it through assembly, so it's doing pretty good so far. I might actually use a basing brush for this. So let's use a basing brush because this might actually because we're not doing fine detail or anything yet. We're we're basing, so we can use a broader wider brush for this. And then I want to talk to you all because I think it's very important why we're here and the significance. And I talked about this on Friday night when we had the epic dungeon race, which some in the chat were on the winning team. And I'll tell you what, BPick was on the ball with like popping into the Battle Masters chat and like notifying like done, we're done. Yep, we're done. It's like, dude, oh my god, how are you done so fast? Like literally, like flying through the dungeons. I was very impressed and also scared because that's just incredible to go through them that fast. There are so many talented people in the community. They really are. I mean, people that dedicate so much. I mean, I've been playing Destiny since the alpha release of D1, and I'm not a pro by any means, but you know what? I have played Destiny 2 every week faithfully, even if I'm logging on for like a strike, like just one strike. I am online. I'm always on because Destiny to me is like my comfort. Like I enjoy it no matter what. I don't go in, too heavy for the rewards or anything, but I log in. And I've been through all of the droughts and everything through the ages of Destiny, and it's still a big part of my life and everything. So much so that I actually have a ghost tattoo on my arm, so I can bring my ghost wherever I go. So it's incredible seeing the skills that a lot of the Guardians have. Like I don't know how y'all fly with swords. I think I figured it out one time and then they patched it. Oh no, I got a loose leg. It's okay. I can just push it back in. That's the one leg I didn't glue in. Might actually work to my advantage. It's a lot to base on this guy, but we want to get that tan tones, and then we'll go through with the red for the face and the marks and everything, and then we will do the metallics and everything. So we'll go through and we'll do the metallics, and then we'll do some grease and stuff. We'll use some enamel washes and stuff on it for where like gear grease and the hydraulics and everything would build up the most. So we'll do that. And if you're just coming into the chat, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Joe. I am the executive director of Guardians Mental Health. I am also the founder, and I really appreciate you being here with us today and this week and every time and all of your support. And we're not here for Guardians Mental Health. No, not right now. We are here to help support and show support for our friends over at the Bungie Foundation. And we are taking part in the Game to Give campaign right now to help support the Bungie Foundation and all the wonderful initiatives that they support. Apparently, the dog saw something. Probably a squirrel or a mailman, one of the two. And then, ooh, wait, I have a camera. Spy. It was someone walking by the front door. Okay. Dogs being dogs. Uh, it's funny. My wife was telling me a story. There was like some conversation. There was a conversation with a mailman, and they're like, "Oh, the dogs, walking by and this and that." And the person was saying like, I don't really see it that way. As a mailman, you come to the door and you leave, and the dog sits there and is barking, letting you know, hey, this is my house. But a mailman comes and goes. So to the dog, The dog wins that fight every time and is a huge like you know boost to their morale and everything. They get a real boost from it. Like, hey, I won that fight. I scared him off. So I look at it now like a little bit differently when my dog barks at the front door. Like somebody's walking by the house. Dog goes nuts and they growl or whatever, and they're like, hey, I just want another fight. I just let them know this is my house. Sorry. I have the attention span of a gnat. So we're getting that kind of dirty. I don't know. It might be too transparent. Is this made from clay? No, this is. I printed this. This is made out of filament. Um, uh, it's not PET G. I don't know what it is, honestly. I took a break. The printer. I had to do maintenance on one of the printers because we print all of our own sensory items in house now, and we are currently printing all of the Infinity cubes, or attempting to, for this April when we re-release the next 500 Guardian kits for Mental Health Awareness Month. Well, it's a lead in for Mental Health Awareness Month. It's for Stress Awareness Month in April. And the last 500 we did went very, very quickly. And we wanted to make it an annual thing to let Guardians everywhere, get a chance to get their hands on them. There's a lot of great resources in them. And I had to do maintenance on one of the printers. I had to take the extruder apart and watch YouTube to figure it out. We're not exactly, very savvy in the 3D printing world, but we get by to print out, put out sensory items and stuff. So I had to clean it out and do a maintenance on it. So I had to do a test print. So I printed I found a file for a fallen walker. I'm like, oh, I'll print that for a test and see how it goes. It printed pretty well. So, but then I had to assemble it, and that was a whole different ball game because this was super fragile to like put together. Was not intending that. Okay. All right, so we have a pretty solid base all the way around this guy now. So I think I might actually go over it again. That's pretty close to that. That's pretty close to what you see in the picture on the stream. That's not bad, but not 100% satisfied with it. So, thank you very much. Thank you. And we're just getting started. So, at the beginning, I gave everybody a choice. So, one of the choices was this Fallen Walker, do a Dredge and Bale paint. So, we were going to paint them all in the red and the silver mask and, the glow sticks. Or do a battle hardened servitor. Paint a servitor. Do a Warhammer figure in a random Destiny 2 shader, or continue working on this Cade 6. So I took one of the models and I primed, I sanded it, I primed it, and I'm going to bring them to life. So I'm doing the base layers right now. I'm building up. I got the blacks done and everything, the browns. I still have to make it look like leather. Like this is all got to be leathered and aged. And then these got to be yellow and then damaged and everything. So we're working on it. But we're going to do this first. And I'm going to put this away because I don't mind the speed paint. I just don't know if the speed paint is right for this model. So I'm looking for like another tan. And this drab brown might be it. So we're going to do one little spot on here and see if See if this is kind of like the brown we want to go with. But I'm going to thin it out to make it a little bit more of like a contrast paint. We're gonna put some medium in there. And we're gonna mixy mix. There we go. Yeah, that looks more like the brown we're kind of going for. So okay. So let's do it on the bottom. No one's gonna see the bottom really. So got our brush wet. So we're gonna paint the bottom of the shell on him. We're gonna see what it looks like as it dries. So we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna see if it comes out a little bit closer to what we're aiming for. And I mean, I could always mix in a little bit of white and everything to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Yes, sanding is a very time consuming thing. So I'm gonna put just a dollop, just a dot of titanium white in there. So let's take a look. I mean, it's close. Let's put the white in. The white, as it dries, will, yeah, I should have mixed it first. Okay, because that looks good. That looks pretty close to what we're aiming for. Yeah, we're gonna rebase this guy. Probably not the smartest thing, but we're here for fun. You know, this is a fun little project. All right, give me 2 seconds. I have to let the dog out real quick, and I'll be right back. Come on, guys, go walking. All right. Dogs are out in the yard. Okay. Want some music? Also, another little thing as well. One thing, Bungie Foundation helps so many other initiatives and communities and organizations, and we have been honored to be one of them. And one of the things that they helped us with is our mental health kit program. Like 70% of everything that came in went directly to creating, assembling, and doing mental health kits. And we have put out 8,000 mental health kits roughly in 2025. And it's a huge thanks to the Bungie Foundation for helping us do that. And we also released a new program called the Mental Collab to provide free access to meaningful resources and learning opportunities for people. Oh, you didn't even know we were a thing? Well, thank you. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're going to rebase. We're going to rebase. No, thank you very much. And also enter exclamation point mind saver in the chat to be entered to win a Love is the Mind Saver emblem donated by BPIC. That is the emblem you see on the screen right there. That is the Mental Health at Bungie emblem. And we were the benefactors of the campaign last year. And it was an honor and absolutely mind-blowing to have that opportunity. And we are so thankful for all of the support and everything. But also, I do just want to say that, you know, really just taking a moment. I already said this a few times, but I really do want to take a moment and share why Guardians MH is taking part in the Bungie Foundation's Game to Give campaign this month. So, at Guardians MH, we've always believed that real change does happen when organizations support one another. It's been a fundamental belief of ours since the very beginning, and the thought is we're all in this together, and we can do so much more together than alone. And the Bungie Foundation has consistently shown up for countless initiatives, communities, and causes in and out of gaming, and this is our way of showing that same support back by supporting and taking part in the Game to Give event this month. So by coming together and uplifting each other's missions, we don't just make an impact individually, we maximize it collectively. Gaming has an incredible power to bring people together. And through Game to Give, we're all using that power to make a meaningful difference for others. And just look at the amazing things that everybody has been doing this month. And it's been so incredible to see. And it's just amazing to be taking part in this. And we got approvals to do this. And this is the first out of org campaign we have done in over 7 years. And a lot of organizations are out there happy to be supported and blessed to be supported by the Bungie Foundation to help with their initiatives and their missions and everything and their impact. But it's very rare to see an organization take part and show that support back to help keep them, making sure that they're able to support even more people. I mean, I'm gonna list off some of the organizations that they have supported over the years, and this is from their mission and support file that you can find this. So this is just the charities. Now, mind you, the Bungie Foundation has an amazing program called Little Lights. And this one goes directly to supporting children in hospitals by providing them game systems and things like that to do in the form of like iPads. Now, they have supported 23 hospitals just last year alone. So, that being said, these are just the organizations that they've helped support. Ronald McDonald House Charities, Little Lights, Child's Play, Make-A-Wish, Bellevue Boys and Girls Club, Brian Morden Foundation, Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center, Friends of Youth, Manos Unidas International, butchered it, I'm sorry, Hope Link, Youth Care, Treehouse, Wellspring Family Services, Team Rubicon, Direct Relief, California Fire Foundation, International Rescue Committee, Red Cross, NSW Rural Fire Service, Wires, Gamers Engaged, Yale Research, College Success Foundation, Guardians Mental Health, International Community Health Services, It Gets Better, El Centro de la Raza, Women in Gaming International, Ability Points, StackUp.org, Gold Star Gamers, AAPI Women Lead, Latinx in Gaming, Lambert House, Salmon for Soldiers, We Build Black, Year Up, Equal Justice Initiative, Able Gamers, AnitaB.org, Reproductive Health Access Project, Southern Poverty Law Center, Xenomath, Future Without Violence. And I know for a fact there are several not on this list because of the Australian wildfires and everything else that they do special campaigns for throughout the year. If there's a national disaster, Guardians come together and help support those causes to help make a difference for people and families and guardians everywhere. So it is an honor to both for us to be supported by the Bungie Foundation and Bungie, but also it's an honor to help give back and show that support back. I mean, we're not huge. We're not raising $10,000 or anything. We're a small nonprofit, but we have a big impact. So we're here to show that support back. And I mean, the Bungie Foundation has been around forever. And if anybody who's got a campaign going on would like this letterhead to maybe read on stream to just make viewers and people more aware of what they're supporting, like the Games to Give. Game to Give is the Bungie Foundation's largest annual fundraising event. It's uniting Destiny players, Guardians, across the globe to make a real world impact. In 2026, this campaign will take place over 3 weeks in January, right now, ending with a live stream event and auction at the end of the month. Stay tuned for that. Fundraising efforts during Game to Give are led by thousands of Destiny players and content creators who rally their communities, both big and small, to create real impact. Anyone can get involved, be a donor or a fundraiser, earn exclusive rewards, and help part of a global change. And just so you know, in 2025, Game to Give raised over $2.7 million. And that's money that goes directly back to supporting their nonprofit partners and causes under the 3 core pillars. And the 3 core pillars for the Bungie Foundation is children's health and well-being, humanitarian aid, inclusion, diversity, and equality. And this is amazing. Amazing work. And they've been doing this since 2026 or 2006, not 26. We're in 2026. Kraus, thank you so much. 35 months. How's this for real world impact? Bazinga. I love it. Thank you so much. We appreciate it very, very much, sir. Yep, it's an amazing endeavor and everything. And they should put on there too orgs. You know, other orgs coming to help take part and, you know, help raise awareness and support for the Games to Give and the amazing impact the Bungie Foundation has. I mean, I am not an epic streamer by any means, but I'm here with you. We're spending time together. We're painting a fallen walker. That's what we're doing. And we're coming together for an amazing cause. And thank you so much to Nate Fu for the $50 donation as well, too. You know, I would love for us to be able to hit our goal, and everything that is donated goes directly to the Bungie Foundation. It does not have to switch hands or anything like that. It's a direct campaign to them for them. And we are not, us for GMH, we're not in this for the rewards. You know, there is a lot of amazing rewards out there for the people taking part in the games to give. A lot of great things, you know, even recognition and everything. Um, we're here not for the rewards. You know, we're here to show support, take part in the event, and sharing all the fun and everything, and helping them continue their mission with making great impacts, you know, around the world. They do so much, and it's so wonderful to see. You know, I've been a personal supporter. Last year, I personally donated, I believe, around $500 to different campaigns. Um, I mean, we have 30 ambassadors, so you know, $20 across the, you know, it adds up, and that comes from me, not the nonprofit. So might be the nonprofit channel, but it's coming from JoJo's wallet. JoJo had to do an extra paper route that day. But also, if we hit our goal, if we hit 500 for this entire event, I will do our tried and true and take a pie to the face. And I would be very upset if I had to take a pie to the face right now if somebody just dropped a bomb. Uh, because I really like this shirt. So I would probably have to take this shirt off before taking a pie. You know, it's got our painting logo on the side. I love it. It's also really cold. It's 7 degrees outside. You know, I'm real excited to get this basing done on this and then move on to the detail because as much as I liked the speed paint that we were doing on it, it just didn't quite go. You know, I wanted a more clean base all the way across. You know, that the speed paint's great if you have like a white base on something and you can just like roll right on through and it does a pretty good job. And it kind of makes layering a lot easier too. But we're going to go for a more uniform, non-transparent. So I'm going to do damage on all of the legs too because what do you do, Guardians, when you see one of these fallen walkers in a strike or something? Go for the legs. So we're gonna hit our legs pretty good. We're gonna do a lot of battle damage and stuff on the legs. Looks like I got a lot of metallics to do on them too. Not gonna do too much on these. Looks like a mantis, doesn't it? With the little teeth. I never really noticed. Do these have those teeth on it? Like the little like praying mantis tendrils here? These little claws? Do the walkers have those? I don't think I ever noticed. I don't really look at the walkers. I just look at their legs to shoot their legs, and then when the hood opens. So throughout the week too, we're going to be promoting the donation link and stuff like that. We have several other streams that we're planning. More mindful painting streams as well as gaming ones for this weekend. Make incentives a little bit more fun for those, and really want to put forth a maximum effort in showing our support, taking part in this event. And that's the fun part, taking part in these events. You know, it's okay if you raise $5 or 5,000 or 5 million. Taking part in it and showing that support is what matters. Don't do it for the wrong reasons. It's not a clout thing. It's every dollar counts, every person who tunes in to a stream or takes part in a community event for this is helping make a difference. So don't feel pressured or anything to make donations if you don't have the money. Get that loaf of bread, instead. You know, if it's tight, and everybody's tight these days. But just saying, every dollar counts, and every dollar goes to an amazing initiative and program. So actually, I would love to do some dungeons with the community. So if anybody's down to do some dungeon runs, maybe we'll try and do some Equilibrium dungeon runs. Yo, shut the front door. Legendary. Yes. Yes, Kraus. This is a fact. I know you've been asking for it. But everybody, please, thank you so much, Legendary. Please, everybody, give some love in the chat for Legendary Baker. Is an amazing individual, and this person just donated $100 to the campaign to go support the Bungie Foundation. Please light it up. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Incredible. Take advantage of the great incentives and emblems that Bungie has available on the campaign. There's some rare things on there. Once they're gone, they're gone. And also, Legendary Bake has done, I believe, 4 years in a row, charity stream weekend supporting Guardians Mental Health every year in the month of December. And we cannot thank you enough for all of the support and everything. And I did see your application. Wow. Wow. Okay, you might be a shield bearer and have more sway, but I'm sorry, dude, but I don't have a treadmill in here, and I don't have a body like Magic Mike. Um, I'm more like Mike at the pizza shop. You know, nothing magic about that. Um, but you do know how to make a girl blush. Thank you very much, Kraus. That is, what I should do? I should get one of those like the fake bare chests and just put it on and wear it for a stream. Should say if Kraus remembers that and puts it in the yearly feedback, it might be a thing in 2027. More like Bob's Burgers right here, but hey, you know what? It'll give me a incentive to uh, work out more. Thank you, Kraus. I now have to go do sit-ups. I was thinking about at one point in time the idea came up to do a an annual fundraiser with ambassadors for a calendar for GMH. Do like an impact calendar where we had every month was a different ambassador, and I think that would be such a cool thing, but also really hard to pick what 12. There's so many amazing individuals, and across the board it's hard to just pick just 12. We're almost done with our basing. We only have legs on one side left. Once we're done with the basing, we're not going to go back to it. We're just trying to get that nice layer. We want a good layer. A shirtless Joe pie in the face? That. Ooh. No, I don't think so. It'll get a pie. I'll do the pie, but I couldn't pull off the shirtless. I think I doesn't that breach some sort of code of conduct with Twitch? Isn't that a thing? Somebody come to my rescue. How about this? If we hit the $500 goal for the entire event, I will take a pie to the face and Kraus will go shirtless. I like that idea. And I don't hear any arguments, so perfect. Pasties. Give you pasties. You're killing me, Nate. Y'all are, as long as someone ends up shirtless, I don't care. Well, all right. Well, about how about we'll do if we hit our goal of 500, I'll take a pie to the face immediately. I mean, I got the trays and stuff right here, and there's whipped cream in the fridge right underneath me from the end of the year gala. So I am prepared. Um, and if we hit 1,000, I will just whatever shirt I'm wearing, I'll just rip it right, rip it right in half. It ain't gonna be, I'm not gonna go prancing around, but it's gonna be a celebratory action. That way, I can kind of argue that on the side of, uh, you know, if we get banned for indecent exposure or something like that, and be like, it was celebratory. Apologize. It gives me some wiggle room. Are they really? Oh, good Lord, Joe. Get over it. I can hear what he's really saying in my mind. Don't be a baby. Just do it. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. If you don't know, we have several amazing ambassadors in the chat right now hanging out with us and staff members from Guardians Mental Health. Go and give all of them a follow too, please. And some of them have some awesome stuff coming up. I believe Kraus is one of the featured ones coming either this weekend or next week on the channel. Not our channel, the Bungie channel, I believe. Yeah, we're very excited for Mental Health Awareness Month and April for the Stress Awareness Month. We have several really fun things planned for it, and several of them are going to be ghost painting sessions. So we're going to be painting Destiny ghosts on stream with other Guardians, community members, artists, staff members, team members, everybody in between. Um, Pretty much, if you're interested in painting a ghost, we want you to come on and paint one with us. Um, so we're going to be doing several of those streams for the for April and May. Seraphin Red, one of our awesome shield bearers and ambassadors, is printing out a boatload of mini ghosts, and those are so fun to paint. Um, I'll show mine here in a minute. We're almost done basing this guy. Basing is the longest thing in my eyes. Like this is what takes the most time. Because you got to get the nooks and crannies, and especially if there's like a lot of detail in the body and everything, it takes a while to get it everywhere and well saturated. Because you don't want to turn it one way and like, oh look, I just missed an entire freaking leg. You want to be pretty thorough with it. Try and get it kind of even. But we already got kind of a semi base layer down on it already. So it's not going to be like bald. We're almost there. Almost there. Now we do weekly mindful painting nights as well too, where we paint other things, Warhammer, Destiny, other things like that. And some of the things that we practice when we're doing our mindful painting are different, like breathing techniques. And these breathing techniques are can be very therapeutic, and they can be found inside our mental health kits that we have and offer here at Guardians Mental Health. So you can actually utilize those while painting, which is really great. And the fun part is about it, it helps you steady your hand, and is it helps you ground right into the activity. You know, we're painting minis for fun and everything. You know, we're not worried about being a perfectionist or anything. We're just enjoying the action and the activity of painting. Kind of like a coloring book, just with a brush. It's just very therapeutic. It's relaxing. We're gonna get this barrel one more time, and then we're gonna move on. There we go. That looks pretty good right there. Okay. Tomorrow, actually? Oh man, that's epic. All right, so Crusader tomorrow will be on the Bungie Foundation channel, and his time slot is up. Do not miss it. You are going to have a lot of fun. It is no salt PvP. He is one of our resident PvP lords, as well as just a super fun and entertaining time every time. If you've ever seen a talking potato or wizard, if you haven't, this is your moment. And I want you to take advantage of it, and you are going to have a blast. And everybody he has on with him are always a lot of fun too. So please give Crusader a follow. Give him a follow and stay tuned to his socials and everything. See what his time slot is for tomorrow and everything, and tune in. Check it out. All right, so now we're done with the base. I see it's starting to dry in certain spots, so now we're going to move on to the more detail. And the red, looking at that picture, it's kind of like an orangish kind of red. So I have this it's like a transparent orange, but I don't really want to use a transparent orange. We got transparent red. So we have a few different options for this. I think burnt red might be too dark. You know what? We're gonna put a little bit on this. So if you didn't know, there's like a little white spot on the back of them that you could put like an ink blot on it and see how it looks dry. Kind of like similar to like doing this with these. So I print these out and I put them on some of the bottles so I know what the paint looks like. Not a terrible idea. There we go. Good. Now it just looks like I cut my hand. Awesome. Here we go. So we have this one. We have the burnt one. We got red oxide. That's the red oxide is what I put on Cade's socks, and that is going to be too dark. What did I get on my hand? Drab brown. Okay, we're going to go with just a bright red. And then we can play with it after. All right, there's our bright red. We're going to put a splash of medium in it to thin it out a bit. Good. And I'm also seeing that we have like a heavy metallic on the barrel that I just primed or based. We have heavy metallic there across the legs and a few darker spots on like the kneecaps, I'm going to call it. Okay. So the front face is actually kind of like it's like a metallic with like a red splatter on the face. Um, so I think we're gonna go with like a gray. That's a dark neutral gray. That's black. Da, 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 da. Let's go with dark warm gray. But we're going to mix some white. We're going to lighten it up just a bit because this might be too dark when it dries. Burnt red, take a back seat for now. We're going to hit a little bit of more medium on this, just a little. And then we're going to get some of that white and we're going to mixy mix into it. But eventually I will get to the Cade 6. I'm going to be working on it tonight. So I got the socks and everything. I'm working my way up. I'm going to be doing the shin guards, the boots and the shin guards probably tonight. And then I'm going to work my way up. And I have a really nice metallic blues that I'm going to blend for his face. So I'm real excited for those. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is hand drawing the graphics on the back of Cade 6's cape. Those are going to be kind of tricky. All right, mixing this in with the white. Good. All right, let's hit this. Let's hit this red now. I think I already mixed it, but I'm going to hit it again real quick. There we go. Nice. Oh, that's a nice thick red. It's nice bright. It's bright. Okay. So, let's get our brush out. We're done with the basing. So, and then we want like a heavy metal because we're going to be doing like a heavy metal over several parts of this. And we want it to kind of blend together. So we got that, and then we also got like a gunmetal. So the gunmetal will go on like the tips and stuff like that. Rock on. All right. Before I touch it, let me make sure I got the paint. I'm a freaking mess when I paint. I apologize. All right, so we're going to hit the... How far does it go back in the ball? All the way. So the whole barrel is actually gray. And then we're going to go over it with like a gunmetal. This is pretty thin, so it's not... I just don't want any of the tan to kind of bleed through when I get the metallics down. So this will give it an easier base to work off of. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So do we have a total of where the Bungie Foundation is for the Game to Give event? I know on Friday night when we were hosting the dungeon race, it just crossed over $1 million. And that was leading into the weekend. So now I'm curious what they are at now. Okay. All right. So there's a porthole on the side of his head here. Currently at 1.1 million. That is incredible. Holy smokes. That's awesome. So they are over halfway to last year's what they raised last year. And I personally believe that they're going to be able to crush it. So with this little portholes on the side, I'm actually going out just a little bit more. There's like a little ring around it. Kind of hitting that just to so when I put the metallic down, the metallic will be in the middle, but it won't go all the way. See, this is the fun part for me when I start getting into the detail of things. And I'm kind of rushing it. I'm not letting, because I can feel the paint underneath is still wet. You appreciate them setting the goal to 1.177? Do tell, Nate. Why? What is this? Oh no, I forgot a piece of filament. So the goal is only. Oh, John. Ah, okay. All right. I get it. So I'm pretty hyped for Marathon. That got released March 5th. It will be coming out. Bungie's new extraction shooter. And while you all run over to Marathon, I will be here holding the fort in Destiny. Trying to get my light level to 550. I'm close, sort of, like at 507 or something like that. But I remember playing the alpha. It was fun. I'm not really huge on extraction shooters because I don't know what I'm doing. I go in there and uh, I don't know where to go. Like I know that I'm used to the classic, straight up, run and gun shooters, Call of Duties, PvP, stuff like that. It's elimination, or capture the point. But with Marathon, I mean, the goal is to grab loot and make it to an extraction point. Now, that's that. That's what has me right there. Like, I'm gonna have to play the game and learn like what to look for. You know what I mean? Only having a few classes made it confusing. Yeah, it did. It's a little bit, but it's not bad. All right, so those little turrets are brown or gray as well. So, oh, I'm sorry. We're not doing share. That's pretty good. Oh, welcome to the 80s. A little known fact. Did you know, Mac, you so cute. Oh, no, did you? Yeah, right. This was the very first. Actually, no, this was not the very first. This was, I think, the second music video on MTV when it first released and aired. The first video that ever released was "Video Killed the Radio Star." And I believe they just shut down MTV. I don't think MTV is a thing anymore. I think it's gone. Was like some pirate TV takeover. Yeah, right. I did too. I remember MTV when it first came out. That was back when like I remember the unplugged. Like the unplugs were one of my favorite. I used to love those. Like I'm really big on storytelling. I love stories. I could be late to a meeting and somebody would be like, "Oh, dude, I got a story for you." And I'll be like, "I'm gonna be late to this meeting because now I'm gonna be like, what was that story all about? Like, I want to hear the story." All right, so now it's starting to come together and look like a tank. So we do have to. This is all gray. Which is really going to work to our benefit because that's really going to make the red pop out. Now, one of the breathing techniques I do when I'm painting and I'm starting to get into like the like tight areas and stuff like that, and it's like a real like we're getting into the detail. It's a breathing technique that is called 478. So essentially, what you do is you inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for seven, and then you exhale for eight. And for me, it steadies my hand very, very well and helps slow my heart rate down a bit, gets me to ground into the moment. And that's what I need in moments like that. And we all have moments that can be overwhelming for us. And sometimes we just need to take a step back and breathe and just take a deep breath, separate yourself from the situation for a moment, let your mind clear a little bit, and just be in the moment. That little turret thing on the bottom, a that looks gray to me. Sniper technique with the stretch animation. I don't know if anybody else has been going in, but has anybody been enjoying Trials lately? I have. I've been really enjoying it. I've always enjoyed the game mode over sixes in Destiny because in like comp I've enjoyed as well more than sixes because just the pacing and everything. I mean, I might get smoked, but I when I play sixes anymore, I feel like I'm being run over by a freight train every 5 seconds. There's just so many people. It's hard to kind of get into it a little bit more. Maybe it's just I'm used to that pacing now. But I get my 7 wins and started getting back into gaming. Oh, nice, Nate. Nice. Haven't touched E2 as much. Oh. So what are you playing right now? Just out of curiosity. Ah! Sorry. The model flipped on me and I had a moment. Oh, really? VR a bit. Interesting. I have not played any VR. I don't even think I put a VR headset on. Actually, that's a lie. The last VR headset I put on was it was like the Nintendo VR boy. I where you look through the thing. I should probably give it another go. Heard amazing things with it. I know I've really enjoyed some people when they play like some of the like ghost hunting games in VR. Oh my gosh. I could only imagine. I think this year we're gonna do for Halloween we're gonna do like a ghost stories night. Like everybody comes dressed up in like a Halloween costume or whatever, and we'll all just have a chill night and all enjoy each other's company and sharing ghost stories. Thank you so much, Icer, for entering the giveaway. Yes, exclamation point mind saver uh, to be entered to win the Love is the Mind Saver emblem in Destiny, donated by BPick. And also, we are running, we are campaigning right now for uh, Games to Give to help support our friends at the Bungie Foundation. If everybody is interested, please. That is not. That is a huge link. I don't want that one. Sorry, I'm walking and chewing bubble gum. Damn. All right, there's a grate on the side of this too. My brush is a little overloaded. Oh, I bet. I know I've seen a lot of TikToks and stuff of people uh wearing VRs for like the first time and like walking into TVs or walls or doors or hitting people. Like it's gets real. We are super close to the age of I've whacked the kids a few times. Oh no. Well, just look at them and just say, you're gonna get me back. Don't worry. All right, we'll clean that brush up a little bit. It was getting a little overloaded. We're almost ready to start hitting that metallic paint. Yo, Red Steak! Thank you so much for the raid, bud. Appreciate you so much. Welcome, Raiders. If you do not know, my name is Joe. I am the Executive Director of Guardians Mental Health. I am also a Pisces. And if you don't know what Guardians Mental Health is, we are a 501c3 nonprofit focused on promoting mental health awareness throughout the gaming space, as well as striving to boost accessibility to meaningful resources in safe and inclusive atmospheres. And we do that through several different programs that we have at Guardians Mental Health. One of them is actually our mental health kit program. That's what these are right here. Boom. Bam. Mental health kits. Here's 2 of them right here. We have 8 different focus ones. Each one, they are all a blend of evidence-based printed resources and sensory items curated by mental health professionals on our team and working with us, aimed to provide individuals all the tools they would need to create their own self-care toolkits. There is an average of 22 to 27 items in each one of the kits, from a blend of evidence-based printed resources, sensory items, including fidgets to be outlets for nervous energy, calm strips, various other items, mindfulness activity books put together with a art therapist on our team, with crayons, a journal, pen, as well as 3 to 4 different breathing techniques, safety crisis plans, gratitude lists, and focus resources. Each kit has different resources in them. This is our main mental health kit right here. It's more generalized mental health, anxiety, things like that. This is our veteran focus one and military active service one. So inside this one, there's some great resources, but also you'll find things on transitioning, from active duty to civilian, hunting the good stuff, and various other resources, focus resources on that. We also have ones for esports. We have our esports focused mental health kit, our military one, our generalized mental health. We have a tabletop focused one where it's utilizing tabletop gaming in therapeutic ways, and all of the items inside are themed around tabletop. Even the sensory items are like little baby wyverns and rolling for initiative and things. It's a really fantastic kit. We also have another one. We have our suicide awareness one. We have our Guardian focused mental health kit that we partnered with Bungie Studios to help support the Guardians in the Destiny community with all of the verbiage and everything in the Guardian focused mental health kit is speaking directly to the Guardians. And even the sensory item is an infinity cube, and it looks like a piece of glimmer in it. It's really cool. We also have our mindful painting kit, the esports kit, as well as, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. We have so many of them now. We have 8 different mental health kits. Oh my gosh. It keeps growing and growing. We have so many amazing mental health kits available. They're 100% free too. And we also have our wonderful new program that is called Mental Collab. And Mental Collab is a program that is developed by us here at Guardians Mental Health to equip content creators and community leaders with the tools and education to help support and promote mental health awareness and integrate it into their content and communities effortlessly. And it's 100% free, gives you access to full graphic packages, so you can be proud and wear that badge wherever you go and show people that you've been through the Mental Collab program. We have self-guided resources for community focuses and different focuses on top of that, as well as learning modules as well. They're self-paced, and they go right through from me, our advisory board members, and others taking part in helping put those together. They are wonderful. They have so much wonderful resources available and knowledge in there. We suggest everybody utilize it and take advantage of the Mental Collab. So please check it out. It's 100% free too. There are similar programs out there that give you access to kind of similar things, like more like content creation focused, and like growing your platform and stuff. Ours is incorporating those resources because a lot of esports teams and stuff like that, the number one question they get asked is, what are you doing for mental health? And we want, this to be a leading spot where people can utilize these resources and knowledge and educate themselves and be able to put that into their content, set boundaries, healthy boundaries, and learn to communicate better. But also their mods too. Mods are like number one of the most important things for content creation on a live streaming platform. And we want them to feel prepared as well too. So this is a great tool. Utilize it. Have fun with it. Let us know what you think of it. And when you finish the learning modules, take a screenshot of that bar, send it to our email, and we will send you a full-on awesome torchbearer badge that you can wear. And it comes with some live graphics as well, too. I just keep forgetting to send those. But, yo, man, we got some classics on here. By classics, I mean freaking old. It's really terrible when I continue to look for my paintbrush and it's behind my ear. So this little spot, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Yo, I'm released from my meeting. Congratulations. I got my meetings. I have one meeting tomorrow. Is it one meeting? Yes. Yes. I have one at 1:30. That is quite a big one. That one is all about GMH and programs and things that were. It's a logistics call with people, with someone. Those are the funnest. I love talking logistics. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm kidding. I don't mind it. I'm always here to answer questions. I might not get to a message immediately, but I will get to it. See, the funny thing is, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, like, you'll go through a spurt where there ain't nothing going on. Like, you're just, like, killing time, essentially. Like, you have all the time in the world. And then you'll go from that, in the blink of an eye, you're going to be swamped like no one's been swamped before, which is insane to me. Like, how it works like that. But I take advantage of that. And when I'm not busy, I love tuning into our other ambassadors and people in the community and helping support their streams and content and everything. And it's a lot of fun. Plus, I get to catch up on work. I think that's a red eye right there. We're going to play with that a little later. It's starting to look like a tank. Is it possible to take me out of the giveaway because it's 4 a.m. so I'll have to sleep and won't be present? You don't have to worry about it. If you win, I'll shoot you a DM or a whisper here. So if you win, don't worry about it. I'll get a hold of you. No problem. Get some rest. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. And be sure to tune in all week long and everything for all the different campaigns going on for the games to give. It's been absolutely awesome. Everybody's been so creative this year. I mean, everybody took out their A game. I'm jealous. Wounded, really. How just impressed I am with everybody's how creative everybody's gotten this year. And you know what? That can be one of the hardest things to do. Um, when you're setting up charity events and everything, we have people that reach out to us kind of on a regular basis, wanting to do charity streams but don't know how or like what to do. We have decks that we have put together that help people with starting out with charity streaming and stuff like that. Just helpful tips in this. And there's stuff available on the internet through different, areas that you can, get the same information, but we want to be able, if somebody reaches out to Guardians Mental Health, we want to be able to point them in the right direction and get them off, to a good start, and one of the things that we've always done at Guardians Mental Health, any of our ambassadors that work with us and help support us, we never have told any of them that they could not do a charity stream for something else. They 100% can. We encourage it. We know how much effort it takes to put together a charity event, a charity stream. So you have to be very passionate and believe in that mission and everything to do so. And we will always help support. And especially during the games to give, also around GCX time as well too. We go and share the support, and there's so many amazing organizations and initiatives out there that do truly wonderful things. I'm very proud of everyone who takes the time to do charity streams and stuff like that and events, because it does take a lot of work. It's not easy. It takes a lot out of you as well too. It can be very exhausting and draining. So one thing we do encourage is people to be mindful of their mental health and physical health, your well-being. If you physically aren't doing well, you're mentally not going to be doing well, and vice versa. And if you're mentally not going to be doing well, then you're not going to be doing a great. Well, I thank you very much. We're working on it. We're getting there. We're getting ready to do the metallics and stuff. We're close. Oh, the little spot in the barrel I saw in the camera lens. But yes, if you're doing charity streams and stuff like that, especially the 12 hours, long hours, be sure your community is there for you and promoting time to stretch, hydrate, eat something, use the restroom, shower, whatever. Your well-being. Make sure that they're in tune with your well-being and making sure that you're staying on top of yourself too. You have to hydrate, you have to eat, you have to take care of yourself. And that is the one thing that we stress the most. I see some people who do 24-hour streams. Those are very tough. We generally don't do 24-hour streams, but we will pop in and we will tell people to, be sure to be mindful. If you're tired, you're tired. Close your eyes. Actually, to tell you the truth, I think some of the people that have fallen asleep on stream have like some of the highest numbers that they've ever had while they were sleeping. For some reason, it just draws people. Like, hey, this streamer fell asleep live, and all of a sudden they'll wake up, and there's 120 people in chat or something like that or more. My point's getting unpointy. Bowman, thank you so much for popping in. Yep. We have several different things for our games to give. Wanted to really focus on doing some mindful painting with Destiny themed items. So we have the ghosts. We have a, a good amount of the Destiny ghosts, but we're going to be doing something special with those in April and May that I didn't want to like exhaust it. You know what I mean? I didn't want us to start painting them and everything and having it be kind of, not exciting anymore. So to avoid, burnout or anything like that, we have a Fallen Walker to paint. We also have a Servitor that we're going to be doing. And we're going to be doing battle damage on it and everything like it's been through 100 strikes. We also have a Dredgen Bale that we're going to be doing with his glow sticks and everything. I got the perfect reds for his cape and everything too. So I'm real excited for this. I think it would be a lot of fun for this one. It's not super detailed, but it's nice. And then we have the Cade 6 statue that I sanded up, and I'm going to be painting it by hand. Right now, I got the blacks and everything. I'm working on the leathers and the browns and his socks. Tonight, I'm going to be painting his knee and shin guards and everything, and then doing the battle damage, the metallic battle damage and everything. The one thing I'm going to be working, and it's going to take me a long time, is doing the hand-drawn design on his cape on the back. That's going to be time consuming. But I'm real excited to do it. And it's going out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? So, when we stick too much in our own comfort zone, we don't grow. It's when we become uncomfortable that we grow. And that goes for so many different things. So with the painting and everything, I don't really do hand drawing anything. So I'm real excited to branch out, get uncomfortable, out of my bubble a little bit, and try something. Oh, that's good tea. Good soup. All right. Everything's popping. Gotta stretch. Okay. Gotta stretch. Nope. Thank God there was no paint on that. All right. So let's bring our wet palette over a little bit. So let's start hitting some of this metallics. Let's see what it looks like. Let's do the barrel. Ooh, that's really going to pop. I think it might be a little too metallic, but it's okay. We're going to put washes on it and everything too, so it's going to it'll dull it out a little bit. How do I find things to print? Oh, sleepless nights. Actually, this was just a test print because we print all of our own sensory items in house for the mental health kits now. So we have to do kind of like regular maintenance. And when we do regular maintenance, I get to pick something random that I want to print. Um, that's my little like, here, this is your Acorn Joe. But there are several sites out there that are free access to STL files and stuff. So there is several different places you can go to find those files, and they're available for free to anyone. Oh, fantastic red. I will pass that on. Now, let me ask, is that gunmetal, that heavy metal, is that going to be too metallic for that picture, or should I just stick with the grays? Or should I do it metallic? We're going to do it metallic. We're going to go all in. We also got our portholes and stuff. I'm actually going to thin out this, do the metallic. You got it. You got it. We're going to thin out this metallic paint just a touch, just because it's, with the fine detail and everything, it's a little not very easy to work with sometimes. All right, we're going to do it, and we're going to do metallic. Then I'm excited to do battle damage and stuff. That's the cool stuff right there. I don't care who you are. Doing battle damage is cool. Cool. Hydrate will do. Thank you, Nate, very much for thinking of me. Appreciate you. And also, thank you so much for the $50 donation as well. You and Legendary are both legendary. Thank you so much. So I will hydrate instead of with. But yeah, when you're painting, you're like all hunched over and everything. I will hydrate with water. I always keep water in the office. And I also have my tea here. I don't know what happened to my camera. Oh my God. Posture check. Okay. Ugh. Almost out of time for this afternoon, but we're gonna make some progress on our dude. We're gonna do all metallic on the front face. We already thinned out our metallic a little bit with some medium, so it's gonna flow a little bit better. And you should be able to see a little bit of the gray kind of peek through if you're really, really looking. Not like you're gonna get like right on top of it or anything, but it will kind of leach through some of the color from the base. But we also have to go through and do our battle damage and stuff, and we're going to be doing that with metallics as well too. Um, I'm not going to focus too much on the tendrils or anything on the front, just because we're going to be painting all that red to match the. I have no idea what this is on the radio. Is this red? No, that's not red. I'm not going to lie, it's very upbeat. I feel like I'm in New Orleans. It's not hooked up, Nate. This is Pencil Full of Lead is the name of the song. We're making progress. Just got to watch the clock. Looking forward to Saturday night playing some games and stuff. During the week, I'll be focusing on painting, which thank you so much for the donations today. Our ultimate goal is to hit $500 for the entire event. To help, do our part for the Bungie Foundation and all they do, for not only, supporting so many initiatives and organizations out there, but also supporting us here at Guardians Mental Health and what we do. And we put a lot of heart in what we do. And everything is aimed to help make a difference for others. We are a small nonprofit. We do everything in our ability to be able to get out as much as possible and also make all of the resources and programs free. And that's the big thing. Nothing anymore is free. I don't even think Sam's Club, and Costco samples are free anymore. But that's what we aim to change. Like we want to keep all of our programs and everything free and accessible for everybody, so more people can utilize them. Take advantage of the great resources and tools and things there. To help increase and promote well-being and help them on their mental health journeys with proper tools put together by professionals and people who are not only gamers, are guardians as well too. We're all in this together. We aim to make a difference. Oh, we got a little sloppy with that. And we do what we can, thanks to support from all of you, but also great organizations like the Bungie Foundation and stuff. And they helped us do so much this year. Um, do I paint that? No. Yes. No. 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 Uh, it's really, this is our way of showing support, and I don't know how many other organizations are taking part in the games to give and helping show support in the same way, but we are, and this is what we're doing. You know, God, we're that appreciative. We want to help take part, show our support for the Bungie Foundation, Games to Give, but also, show our thanks and everything. All right, so let's clean our. Did I get it wet? No. It did. It touched the water. Ah! I got red. Red got me. Sorry, that was a very kind of sissy reaction right there, but it was very cold. It is 7 degrees outside. I'm probably going to go over this wire again later, and I'm probably going to paint the wire black or like a black metallic. I think that would just fit the profile better. Really rocking that synthesizer, Phil Collins, aren't you? Yeah, I've been kind of holding off on the doing this wire here. This model here took me probably all day, just about all day to put together. Um, I did sand some, but it printed in an entire bed of parts. I thought it was just gonna print as just like a walker. Nope. I set it to print the demo, kind of like about 9 o'clock at night on Saturday. After I got done doing maintenance and everything to the printer, and I was, watching my phone for like failures or this and that, and it never popped up. So I ended up like going to bed, and I woke up in the morning to the sheer awe of an entire bed of parts and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? And I painstakingly took it all apart and am now putting it together. It was all put together, all for your entertainment. Actually, it's more for my entertainment. I really enjoy painting and stuff. I think it's a very awesome outlet. Even if you're not like really big into painting or anything, doing uh, some sort of activity that is very hands-on. Could be origami, whatever you're into. It could be knitting. Some people crochet. We had a community member, an amazing community member, actually knitted a GMH blankets, and I am in awe of those. Um, really, really blown away by those. Yeah, the feet are gonna look pretty cool, all metallic and everything. I'm gonna have to figure out a wash to put on the rest of the tank to give the rest of it kind of a metallic kind of vibe to it. Then we got Dredge and Bale and Servitor. The Servitor is going to be. It's probably not going to be a whole lot of painting. Like we're probably going to do the base and then some fine work, but It should not take too long. The only thing that'll take long is just essentially doing the detail. Before we leave, I am going to start doing the red on the face. That paint splatter that you see up there, we're going to touch that. And then we'll save this for maybe tomorrow or tonight. We'll see. I have some responsibilities. I have a meeting tomorrow at 1:30. So I might be able to go live for a little bit before, um, or I might be able to go live after. But I am going to put forth the maximum effort to, make sure the GMH channel is live this week to help support Game to Give and the Bungie Foundation. That's what we're here for this week and this weekend. And we're going to try and hit a $500 goal. Hit a $500 goal and, show our support for the amazing work that they do. And that's our campaign that's up right now. If you're curious or would like to donate, we do have the Bungie Foundation incentives active as well too. So there are emblems, ships, ghosts, all sorts of goodies available if you would like to take advantage. Once those are gone, they are gone. They've released a few, they've unvaulted a few things, a few emblems and stuff. So, if you're an emblem hunter, this might be your opportunity right there. Yes, crochet plushies. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before I go, I got to show you what my mother-in-law did for Sadie Bear. Where the hell is it? Okay, it's in the other room. Hold on, 2 seconds. Okay. All right. I'm back. I got to hide it off the screen real quick. All right, because I can't show you immediately. All right, we're going to go big camera on this. All right. Where is it? Boop. 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 Okay. Big camera. Don't mind. This is what we're painting. This is what we're giving away. Over there somewheres. Where's my hand going? Oh, there's a freaking monitor there. Okay. Never mind. Don't mind me. Okay. You brought up the, this is what my mother-in-law knitted for our daughter. Look at him. Look at this thing. She knitted this. It's got a big old tail on him, too. Little claws. Rawr. Rawr. Even the eyes creep me out. Middle of the night, that staring at you, nightmare fuel. She even got eyebrows on him. Like, look at that. That's insane. She made this for her for Christmas. Right, Duke? That's right, Bob. Amazing. Come on up. I know you want to. You're dying. You're dying. Oh. Oh, the snuggle bug. Yep. She made that. Yeah, she did. She made it just for him. For her. Huh. Yeah. Not for you. Okay, that's my earplug. Okay. Yep. Yep. Oh. What are you doing, Duke? You gonna lay on my lap? Huh? You gonna lay on my lap? He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy, aren't you? Yeah. He's a good boy. Yeah. He's just a baby. He's just a baby, huh? Yes, he is. He's a year and a half, 120 something pounds. Oh, yep. He's a good boy. Yeah. Now, I've never heard a more vocal dog in my life. He will let you know we are not voguing. When it is 9 o'clock at night, no joke, no joke. When it is 9 o'clock at night, he will start sitting there, just whining, just hmm, hmm, because he wants to go to bed. He will not go upstairs to bed until either me or Melissa go to bed, or Sadie. He will follow Sadie up there and go to bed. Dingo, this little man, just follows me everywhere. Come here, Dingo. He's a little old. Or if I can get him. Oh, this is Dingo Dog. This is my baby right here. Oh, he's got a bed right over there. Yep. He's a good boy. Yeah, okay. Big screen off. All right, so before we go, we're going to work on this a little bit more, but I do want to do the giveaway for the Love is a Mind Saver emblem. So if you would like to enter, here's your last chance. It's pinned right at the top of the chat. Go ahead, drop an exclamation point Mind Saver. That'll enter you right into it. I will pop over there, and we are going to pull that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Abhai 55. You are the winner. Abhai? Words are hard. Okay. Congratulations. I will send you a whisper. Right there. You won the Love is the the words are hard when you're multitasking. At least I struggle like verbalizing. Okay, let me let's go here. Copy. Paste. Hey, don't worry about that. We are all our own biggest critics. You have no idea how many things I've recorded and deleted because I don't like the sound of my voice. But I do enjoy going into things and like doing like a movie announcer voice, like the Bungie Foundation is the arm of the video game developer Bungie. They are a standalone nonprofit organization striving to be the leading charitable organization in the gaming and entertainment space by empowering our community to spread the power of goodwill and encouraging them to put a dent in the universe. You know, it's stuff like that. Like when I'm joking around, I don't mind, but like it's real hard to like listen to yourself. I have not listened to like one podcast that I've been on because I can't listen to myself. It just like it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like, ooh, I sound like an idiot. Like, don't be a critic. Be calm. Thank you so much for entering and everything. I hope you enjoy the emblem and thank you so much. Oh, you done did it. Done did it. That is very nice of you. They are sharing the emblem code. If you would like it, please feel free to first come, first serve. But also, please, this was donated by our friend BPick. He's one of our ambassadors. Please give them a follow. Thank them for donating this emblem to us. This is the emblem that supported Guardians Mental Health last year for Stress Awareness Month at Bungie, and we're so proud of it. And it literally brought a tear to my eye when I saw it. The first mental health focused emblem in game. It was amazing. Wookiee Foundation. It is one of the best emblems out there, and we cannot be more thankful for the support and everything. All right, so before we go, we are going to start putting a splash of red on this. So let me really absorb where the red is on the face. So it's definitely over the eyes. Yep, both eyes, and it looks like it goes to about, there's swatches right about there. Then it comes down. To about there. How far under does it go? I think it goes about there. Wow. 1995 is calling. They want their soundtrack back. Classic, though. Very much. I had this song on repeat. This one and Counting Crows. I was a big Counting Crows fan. All right. I can't see the other side of his head, but I'm going to gauge. That it comes to about the same. All right, we'll let that dry. Yeah, right, Mr. Jones. All right, we'll let that dry. That's the beginning of it right there. So we're going to continue to work on the red. The lenses on the front, here and here, are both orange. They're like glass, like they're the lenses. So we're going to actually paint those orange, and then we're going to build it up from an orange to like a yellow to a white, and then we're going to put a gloss over it to make it look like lenses, so the lens will like glass like. So we're going to hit that, and then I see on the legs right on the sides here. So let's do an outline. Let's do an outline. Queen, how we doing? So let's, goes up just a little bit and an angle. Okay. So that's how the legs are going to look. We're going to do our battle damage and everything. So this is the progress we've made. We made pretty good progress, chat. Thank you so much for being here for this. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Nate. Thank you, Legendary Bake, for the donations, helping us get closer to our $500 goal for the Bungie Foundation during the Game to Give fundraising event this month. We will be live again, maybe a little bit later, to finish off our first Fallen Walker. And I mean, this is coming together pretty good. It's starting to look like a walker now, you know? That's pretty rad. I've never painted one like this, and it's real exciting. My screen is a little blurry right now. I apologize. I don't know if it's me. I'm not a scientist when it comes to settings, but it is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yep. It is very neat. So we're gonna build up on that, and we're gonna weather the paint too. I might actually go a little bit darker with it, but we're making progress with it, and it's looking like a Fallen Walker. And when it's done, it's gonna sit back here, or we're gonna raffle it off. One of the two is gonna happen. I think raffling off would be pretty cool. I just feel really bad if it broke because it is super fragile. In the meantime, we're going to go share the love. There are so many amazing people on live right now, all with campaigns for Game to Give. We do want to spread the love and show support for all the great campaigns and individuals out there taking part in it. So let's go ahead and we're going to raid Seraphim Red. Seraphim Red. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Please stick around. Go blow up her chat. Wish her a wonderful day. And yeah. Thank you again, everybody, so much for being here for our Mindful Painting Day. We're painting a fallen walker, and we will be live again. Thank you so much for helping support and uplift us and help us as we show our support for the Bungie Foundation Game to Give event. It's been so much fun so far, and I can't wait for more streams and see you all again real soon. All right. Take care.